Brakti Hawa Brakatha, Yahawashah, Brakti Hawa Brakatha, Yahawashah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come. Lord, will you are edified. This lesson is actually going into the concept of reincarnation. Re means back, carnate, flesh. So what is back in the flesh? Your or our spirit, okay? Ecclesiastes 1 and 11. There is no remembrance of former things, right? Our case example will be John the Baptist. Matthew 11 and 7, and as they departed, Yahushua began to say unto the multitudes concerning John, What went you out into the wilderness to see, a reed shaken with the wind? No, because John the Baptist had the Holy Spirit, and he was steadfast in the ministry. But what went you out for to see? A man clothed in soft raiment? Behold, they that wear soft clothing are in kings' houses. But what went you out for to see? A prophet? Yea, I say unto you, and more than a prophet. Verse 10, For this is he of whom it is written, Behold, I send my messenger before your face, which shall prepare your way before you. Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women, there has not risen a greater than John the Baptist. Notwithstanding, he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. Verse 12, And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffer violence, and the violent take it by force. Verse 13, For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. Verse 14, and if you will receive it, this is Elias or Elijah, which was for to come. Right. And at this time frame, you can see Yahushua is not trying to break it down where everybody can get it. This is the reason why he said, and if you will receive it from a spiritual perspective, receiving it within the spirit, it being manifested or revealed to you by the Spirit, right? And if you will receive it, this is Elias or Elijah, which was for to come. Verse 15, he that have ears to hear, let him hear. All right. Now, again, Yahushua did not try to break it down so everyone could receive it. Okay. And again, John the Baptist is a classical example of there is no remembrance of former things. Why? Because this is the way Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua set up the concept of reincarnation. Okay? Now, at this time frame, John the Baptist, when he was on earth, he did not remember when he was Elijah or Elias. All right, case in point. John chapter 1 and verse 21. Let's start at verse 19. And this is the record of John, when the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, Who are you? Verse 20, and he confessed and denied not. And he confessed and denied not, but confessed, I am not the Mashiach or the anointed. All right. Verse 21, and they asked him, What then? Are you Elias? And he said, I am not. Are you that prophet? And he answered, No. Okay. And why did John answer no? Why was his answer no? Fulfilling Ecclesiastes 1:11. There is no remembrance of former things. All right? And again, this is how Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, set up the process of reincarnation. Okay? Neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. Our second case in example comes from the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, and verse 42. I, Ezra, saw on the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs in the Hebrew. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and on every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Verse 46, Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crown them and give them palms in their hands? Verse 47, So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, whose name is Yahushua, whom they have confessed in the world via saying the names. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. Right. So, when Ezra came back through the process of reincarnation at this time frame now, he doesn't remember the angel breaking it down to him. And furthermore, Ezra at this time frame cannot say, I am Ezra. Again, this is how the Most High set up the process of reincarnation. So regarding the second segment of Ecclesiastes 1:11, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. We can utilize the prophet Ezra, okay? And another heavy point is Ezra saw himself receiving palms and being crowned by Yahushua. How deep is that? Back into 2nd Ezra 2:48. Then the angel said unto me, Go your way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord your power you have seen. So dealing with Ecclesiastes 1:11, dealing with the former things, we can apply the prophet John the Baptist, right? And dealing with the not remembering things to come, we can equate that to the prophet Ezra. All right? And like Yahushua stated in Matthew 11:14, hey, and if you will receive it from a spiritual perspective, it being manifested to you in the spirit, this is Elias, which was for to come. And like he stated again, he that have ears to hear, let him hear. So basically, he said the same thing in two different ways. Now, when things are done in twos, it's to establish something. Okay? So, Lord will, you're edified. Shalom.